Hello everyone. Um, Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the people and myself, Dr. Yamini Ramesh. I'm practicing homeopath in India, and today I'm going to share some of my cases with you, in which I will show that how homeopathy is magical in healing, um, and how holistically it helps patients. So today is a great day. It's a full moon, and I'm so excited to share whatever I have learned and seen through homeopathy. Thank you so much, Genoveva, for giving me this opportunity. Let's start. Okay. So, healing through homeopathy. I hope many of you would be knowing how homeopathy works, but in nutshell, I want to tell you that what is special about homeopathic healing. So it is a holistic science which treats a man in disease and not the disease of a man. So we see patient as a whole and not part of the patient or organ of the patient or pathology of the patient as specific. So, so we are not treating diseases, we are treating the man in the disease. It means we look up to a whole person as one entity, body, mind, everything together, and not parts or collaboration of the system. So for every tiny problem, even if it is a pimple or wart or cancer or whatever it is, we have to understand the person as an entity. This is very important. So this process of knowing a man is called as case taking in homeopathy. So we receive the case, we take all your symptoms, understand those symptoms according to, whatever remedies we have, and then prescribe the most similar or most appropriate medicine for your condition, for your symptoms. And our founder, Dr. Hahnemann, gave clear guidelines about how a doctor should do a case taking. I will show you some of the cases. So we need all the information regarding the chief complaint, the sensation, emotion, feeling, physical and mental characteristics, modalities, which means how, your symptoms gets aggravated, triggered, or what makes them better, what makes them worse. This is very important for us. Past history, family history, what kind of diseases family had, origin of the disease, seed, duration, progress of the disease. That means everything related to you. Even your dreams and your fears and your cravings, that also is very important for us to understand you as a person. So we'll see now that how does this information helps us. So I will show you some case examples so that you can understand. So this is a case one of female 28 years old. She is a NGO worker. NGO worker means she's working in a non-profit organization. She's an accountant by profession, unmarried. And the chief complaint she had is uh, chronic depression with pain in the arms. The whole arms used to pain a lot with chronic asthma. So a lot of severe problems. So she says that I don't have interest in anything. I feel like doing nothing, doctor. Though I do all the household chores, she's a very workaholic person. She does everything, but she doesn't have interest or intention to do that. And in Hindi language, she says that I do everything without interest. I do it, but not feeling like doing. I have tremendous pain in my arms and hands. And like if I take any painkiller medicine, which relieves the pain, and within 2 to 3 days, it comes back. And this is happening since 3 years. So since 3 years, she is into depression and this pain is happening. Every week, she has to go to a doctor and take the painkillers. There's no way out. Too much pain. Also, I have a lot of things to do, like household things. I have two siblings and my mom. My uncle also stays with me. So she's working in an office as an office assistant. And she has a lot of financial issues because her family is dependent on her. Father passed away, and she's a middle class person where she has to look after the family from groceries to clothes, everything she is managing. Then she says that my mom is a very simple lady. She has never gone to market, never interacted with anyone outside of house. And now, after my father expired, I have to take care of her, both my siblings. So she has two siblings, mother and uncle, living in the same house. She has to take care of them. The younger brother and sisters are studying in school and college. So that's about me. So I said, tell me more about it. So she said, I don't feel like doing anything, doctor. I'm doing routine things, and that is such a burden for me. And I don't feel connected to anything anymore. There are only 2 to 3 friends in my life, and I love talking to them. I can talk to them for hours. Baki, rest of the people are just there to take advantage of me. She said, they take advantage of me, they use me, they tell me their work, and I do this. So I said, okay, tell me about your complaint. She said, I feel depressed. I miss my father a lot. If he would have been there, I would have been more happier. Second thing is my house, I'm handling many responsibilities. Still, people don't understand me. I just don't feel happy from inside. And my brother fights all day with my younger sister. He left school from last 6 months, and his principal called me. So, and all of this I have to handle. Also, she told me later that she has asthma because the major complaint for which she came to me was depression. So it is better, she said, the asthma is better, but on and off, she gets violent episodes. And then someone has to take her to the hospital, and she gets an emergency medical treatment for this breathlessness. She gets better, and she comes home, and every, other week this will happen, and she would again admit to a hospital. So she said, I have problem in breathing since childhood, but these days it is too much. In family history also, she had her grandmom had the asthma, and father also had some problem. So she says, I feel used, doctor. I'm not complaining about it, but sometimes I really feel sad that people are so selfish. Actually, there are so many people which, just calls her, who calls her and tells her that, can you please do this, can you please do that? And with her the problem is she cannot say no. She will say this in the later case, that she cannot say no. She just have to accept the things and do their work. So she said, I have only two friends who call me without any motto, without any work, without motive. Everyone calls me for their work. And second thing is, I'm just a worker. For most of people, they call me to get things done and not to talk to me. They don't even ask me how I am. I do friends recharges, bills payments. These things also she handles. This is a problem. I cannot say no. But inside, I feel very sad. I feel people are taking advantage of me. And the people are very harsh with me. In Hindi, there is saying um, called Gadha Hamali. What is Gadha Hamali? It's like donkey work, routine work, lot of load you're carrying, but nobody is able to understand. So she says, I'm doing Gadha Hamali every day. So I asked, what is her experience in this situation when she says that she feels burdensome, not important, people are harsh with her. She says, I really feel that my family is bearing with me because I'm useful. If I don't earn, I don't do anything tomorrow, they would just kick me out. Same thing I feel with the office and other people. I'm burdened for them. Why would they tolerate me? They don't even remember me whenever there is any celebration or some other things, as if I don't exist. They just call me whenever they have work. So I feel, it's like I'm burden for them. And then she says that, doctor, same thing I also feel, that I am also doing things for the sake of doing. That is also burden to me. I'm not interested in household duties, office work, calling people. Though I don't make relation with people, I'm not selfish. But I'm people's person. I like company of good friends. I'm simple. So I don't have hidden motive. If somebody tells me you do this, I will do it. But inside, I'm very frustrated. One part of mine says we are on earth for, as a community, and we have to help each other. I'm a helping one. I'm a helping person. So I do most of the things because of my nature. No one forces me to do something. It's not that it's their fault. I understand. They don't force me, but they just tell me. But inside, I feel angry that I'm not able to say no to them. This is my problem, doctor. So she says, please calm my mind. I have so many thoughts. I'm just thinking. And she's very concerned about her mom because her mom is a very naive lady. She's not able to she's not able to manage her household without the daughter. So she says, if I get married, this girl is unmarried. So she says, if I get married, who will look after my mom, and how she will live? um, my brother is also not very understanding. My mom is very biased about my brother, her son. She even helps him bathing, feeding, everything. He's 15 years old, so don't know how things will work. So then I asked about her fears. So she said, I always fear being lonely. I don't want to stay lonely. I need people. If I stay alone for even one day, I get breathing issues. So the asthma gets aggravated when she is alone. I always keep myself surrounded by people. But inside, I know that these people doesn't need me. They don't need me. I need them. So she feels intense loneliness. And she also fears that if she doesn't do all these jobs, so she says, I'm not strong enough to pull off this load. What will happen if tomorrow I'm not able to do this? I know I'm capable enough, but due to health issues, my strength is decreasing. Then she feels that she is worthless. There is no strength. And many times she feels that people find me stupid, find her stupid and worthless. And I don't feel appreciated, though I do a lot of work. So feeling of not being appreciated, feeling of worthless, feeling of being burdensome, okay? And can't say no. These are very important themes of this person. And she said, doctor, I don't have strength. I'm always multitasking, carrying this load of running a family and lot more. People need me. But I fear that, after some time, after a few years, maybe I would lose my strength. And this I have felt often when I fall sick. So whenever she's sick, like I told you that, the people has to take her to the hospital. She's admitted in the hospital for say 2, 3 days, and she's not able to do anything. So she fears that if this happens very often, how will I, you know, carry on myself? So she says, I feel heaviness in the chest, breathing difficulty. Strangely in mind also, I feel if I don't get better, I will have to stay in the hospital. And then I'm not useful for people and family. And why would they bear with me? And she has a very strange dream where she's not able to solve a math sum in the class and people are bullying her in the dream, saying that this girl is so stupid. She's not able to solve such a easy maths problem. So she has many such dreams. And the experience in the dream is also same. She's a low confident person. She feels inferior to others. And she feels that why the teacher and other people are bullying me. So she says that I feel totally neglected, worthless. And one more complaint she narrates, which is pain in the breast before menses. Okay, the breasts are very tender. And then she had one attendant with her, who was her sister. The sister also says the same thing. She says that she's an extremely hardworking person. She takes care of everything day and night. She's ready to do anything, doctor. But in eating, whenever she eats anything, she's very stubborn. She doesn't eat anything which she doesn't like. Okay, we have to cook according to her choice. So please do something. She's a man of our house. She says she handles everything, lot of strength, dedication she has. After the father passed away, And she's also preparing for a government job, for a competitive exam, but the health problems are really bad. So, from whatever information we have got from the patient, we have to analyze that, what kind of remedy she needs. So we have to individualize the case every time. Every time your homeopaths ask for your sensation, dreams, fears, hobbies, interest, complaints, the homeopath will take the case, take every information into account, and then think of what kind of remedies or what kind of um, uh, the remedy you want, which is very similar to your complaints. So in this case, I will show you that this is my analysis. So she has depression, asthma, pain in the arms from 2 to 3 years. And her chief complaint is she's disinterested basically, doesn't have interest in anything. And hands and arms are paining too much. She's very talkative, like you saw. I asked only 2, 3 times, what do you feel? What is your experience? But she was very communicative. Her nature is very hardworking, can't say no. She feels that she has suffered wrong. People take advantage. Silent brooding, but no visible anger. She doesn't retaliate. She avoids conflicts, loves family, supports family, very responsible. And she feels dependent when she's in the hospital, but otherwise she's very independent. So independent versus dependent. Feeling of being stupid and bullied in childhood. In dream also she feels the same. She fears being lonely, wants communication, worried about future. These are the most important themes of the case. Also, pain in the breast, fear of being feeling of being useless, deep sadness, and grief about father and family situation. Loves talking to friends. Like she said, I could talk to them for hours together. And burden is the main experience. She feels burdensome, can't pull off the job aside, feeling of being not appreciated. So when we study homeopathy, we have different kingdoms uh, from which we derive our remedies. So there is animal kingdom, plant kingdom, mineral kingdom. In this case, the patient belongs to animal kingdom, where we have remedies from mammalia kingdom, subkingdom. So mammals, we are also mammals. So we all know that mammals love to be in the group. Okay, and they want family. They're very connected to the family, kids, community. This is their problem, and they have problem with the same. So here I chose mammals as a subkingdom, and we need a remedy which is very strong, benevolent, because she can't say no to others. She has to work, able to manage many things, carry huge load, and feel suffered and somewhat abused by people, and still feel worthless and stupid. Do you understand uh, how we analyze the information and just make a summary of it and then try to find out the most similar remedy? Because homeopathy's principle is similia similibus curantur, like cures like. So we have to find out a remedy which has all these symptoms. And that remedy will be given to a patient. So we needed this remedy. So we know one mammal which can pull off the whole load, somewhat abused, still feel stupid and harassed, and they don't want to be alone. They always live in groups. If you see, that is donkey. So we have a remedy prepared from donkey's milk, which is lacacinum. So I prescribe. You can see in this picture that he's carrying such a heavy load. So I gave this remedy, lacacinum, um, one dose monthly for 2 months. And then after a month, she said that her interest in studies has increased after first dose only. She is now enjoying studying for the public service sector, and she wanted to upgrade her job. She also told that menses have come on times. She had irregular menses, which I got to know later. Overall feeling is 30 to 40% better. In second follow-up I did after 3 months, her menses were better, appetite was better, no asthma attack after last 2 months. So she said, in between I just had one pani puri. So pani puri is a Indian savory and it's very popular. And she really likes this savory, so she had it, and then after that, it's a sweet sour thing to eat. And after that, she had a little bit of wheezing, but otherwise, she was better. And she said, earlier she was taking this puffs to feel better in asthma. They were steroidal puffs. But now she has stopped everything. Low feeling is better. Third follow-up we did after 5 months, overall much better. No asthma, no negative thoughts. Energy levels are better. Studies are going good. And after 6 months, she was completely okay. Depression was much, much better. No depressive thoughts, no breathing issues. And she then told me that she used to have headaches, which she did not tell me earlier. That is also better. So we stopped the medicine after 4 months itself. But after 9 months, also, I followed her for 9 months. She had no complaints at all. And she was very happy with the improvement. So this is how, homeopathy helps to to get everything better. Okay, to just bring on healing at all levels, emotionally, mentally, physically. And she is completely now out of asthmatic attacks as well. So I hope this will help you to understand how homeopathy can bring huge change in a person's life. Okay. Okay. So next case, just look at this case where this patient has hypothyroidism, so underactive thyroid, developed after delivery with chronic anxiety. This is also an anxiety case, postpartum depression, basically. So she just delivered a baby just 4 months back, and she says that I have a lot of weakness and vertigo, very weak. I feel it might be because of the feeding of my baby. I feed very often. And I asked, okay, tell me, is there any stress or tension? She said, yeah, we did love marriage. So in India, it is not very usual to marry against the parents' choice. So she married against the parents' choice because it was an inter-religion marriage, which is not that common. So she said, there was a lot of stress before marriage. I was always anxious. I had to leave my house forever to get married because our religions are different. So parents said that we won't talk to you ever if you marry this guy. So she did that, and she said, my family created a lot of fuss for my in-laws. I'm very stressed now. After having kid, we are quite settled, but from last 7 8 years, this thing was going on. We were into relationship, but they were not agreeing, and now I have become indifferent to everything. Even after having baby, I don't feel like feeding him or doing anything like household things. My in-laws have very different lifestyle and thinking. So I'm trying to adjust with them, but this is too much, overwhelming for me. And when I asked how does she feels about this situation, she says, doctor, I feel unwanted. They have not accepted me yet. Feeling of loneliness, tired. And I used to give tuitions to children, then school job, and then every domestic thing. So she was handling, two to three things together: domestic duties, a small kid. She was doing tuitions, the home tuitions to children, and also she was doing a job in a school as a teacher. Now I feel I should get some relaxation because I'm a mother. But now you have motherhood duties. We are very happy about our child's birth, but it's too much for me, too much. I cannot take it. I'm very irritable, get angry on trivial things. She had bad back pain. She feels very sad at times. Menses are irregular, maybe because of the feeding. And she says, I have vertigo, which is more in the morning, nausea also sometimes, sleep, she's not able to sleep. Uh, And she says, she has very peculiar dreams where she has lost in the jungle, uh, or in a city where she cannot recognize a place. And she says that I just don't want to do anything. I think a lot about everything. I get anxious about health of my family. So in a nutshell, if you see this case, she has a postpartum depression. She has underthyroid, so the TSH, which should be less than 5, she has 17.52 thyroid stimulating hormone. In spite of taking regular, thyroid medicines, anxiety issues, very indifferent to the family, dreams of being lost, and vertigo and weakness. So this is a different case where I am also showing you that how we work on the case. These are all the symptoms I have taken into a repertory, which is a tool for homeopaths to, to solve cases. So I have taken all these symptoms where, we can see what kind of remedy is coming in that particular symptom. So I have taken all these symptoms into the repertory and I've tried solving it. So I can see that this one remedy is covering all her symptoms. Okay. So we can think of this remedy. So this is a remedy from, again, animal kingdom. It is called as sepia. So I gave her remedy sepia 1 m, and 1 month later, her vertigo and weakness is gone. Still, I was giving her remedy because it was a chronic issue for her. And you can see that in first report, if you can see on the left side, the TSH thyroid stimulating hormone is 17.52. And on the right side, it is 9.61 without any allopathic aid. We stopped that. Okay. And then slowly it became completely normal, 3.92. So what we took into account is physical symptoms, hormonal condition, overall emotional response to what is happening outside, her internal anxiety about situation. So this is very important for us, that how a person perceives the situation. Perception matters the most. And her dreams, her coping up mechanism, which tells us about myism, which is again one tool to understand a patient, her way of thinking in particular stress situation. All of these things gives us a very fair idea about who this person is, and what we need to cure in this person as a whole. We don't have to treat only some pathological report or one symptom or one system. We have to cure whole person because he or she is one entity. So we choose a remedy which can cure this disturbance and help the person regain the health completely. So through her overall symptoms, which we obtained from thorough case taking, understanding the full person, everything about person, where we have provided her unconditional, non-judgmental, open space where she can speak about her internal disturbance, and then we choose a remedy. Okay. So this is how, we take cases and we work on them and we choose the remedy. This is very, very important. Okay. So because we don't have time, I won't do this case, but I just want to tell you that whenever you are trying homeopathy or want to get better, want to heal yourself holistically, homeopathy is a great choice. Just share all the information with your homeopath. Trust the process and it will bring a great change in you. Thank you so much for listening to me. And at the end, I just want to thank everybody who spent their time, who has listened to me. And as you know, at the end, I just want to say that homeopathy treats holistically. It creates harmony of mind and body. And case taking process itself can create a lot of healing. If the patient is supportive and adopts the holistic healing, it always helps in healing process. Never forget, correcting lifestyle and mindful living is also very, 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 very important part of holistic treatment. So that is, pay attention to your lifestyle as well. Thank you so much. I want to thank Homeopathy Voice Online School, New Era of Love for Homeopathy, Genoveva, from the bottom of my heart. She's a great person, and all of my patients also for teaching me so many things about life and healing. So if you want to ask any questions, if you have any queries, you can write to me on this email, rjyamini@gmail.com. Thank you so much and namaste and have a great time ahead. Take care of yourself.